Hey, hope you guys are doing fantastic. So very quick update. Some of you may know I'm in the process of doing a commercial conversion. I did promise that I would keep you up to date. As some of you know, I am shitting myself. This is my biggest project so far. I've done a few refurbishments, but this is massive for me. So I just don't want to get it wrong. I've spoken about what I'm doing with regards to finding a contractor. I'm currently going through a few contractors at the moment. I'm asking them very important questions, and I'm taking advice from my mentor on what I should be doing specifically to protect myself and my development. Something just came across my table and I'm super excited and I wanted to share it with you. Of course, for the super gurus and for the people who've got tons and tons of experience, this might not be important to you, but of course for me it's important. So I've been getting quotations around 110,000 to 150,000 excluding VAT. So we're looking at what's 110,000 plus VAT, whatever that comes up to. My math says shit. Let's do some quick calculations. So VAT on the 110,000 is another 22,000, and VAT on the 150,000 quotation is another 30,000. Yes, of course, I know I can claim back the VAT, but of course I don't want to be digging into my pocket to pay for something in the first place. So this is what I've discovered. Now, as I mentioned before, look, I'm super excited. You might not be excited. Trust me. Once you start doing developments, then you're going to realize how exciting this is. So I've just discovered that in many cases, and of course there are certain rules, there are certain things that there are certain criteria. In many cases, you can pay 5% VAT, and in some cases 0% VAT.
Oh my God.
So again, I'm just going to read very quickly some of the article, and there's a big 10-15 page documentation from the government saying exactly who qualifies and who doesn't qualify. Certain circumstances, some building work is subject to a lower VAT rate of 5%. The lower rate applies to the following work. So of course, as I said, there are some criteria. Renovating residential property that has been empty for more than 2 years. Where there is a change in the number of dwellings, for example, converting a house into flats. Number 3, converting a commercial building into residential use, for example, a barn conversion, and converting a single household residence into a house of multiple occupancies. The 5% rate applies to building services and related materials, but not to separately purchased building materials. So of course, there's got to be proof that the 5% rate applies. In order to apply for the 5% rate to building works, the supplier needs to obtain proof that they have applied the 5% rate correctly. In most cases, however, a certificate is not required, but in order to keep HMRC happy, evidence needs to be provided. There's a big long list. So essentially there is a 5% certificate, and there are certain things that allow, and there are certain qualifications. If a builder is undertaking renovation or conversion work on one of these types of properties, then they will need to obtain a certificate. Then they will need to obtain a certificate to support the application of the 5% rate. What I find absolutely crazy is I've been getting quotations and quotations hitting me straight in the face with the 20% VAT. It's only until I've discovered this, and this is the thing. Of course, I'm going to make some errors. This is a big project for me, which is why I'm taking my time. As I said, I bought it cash, so I'm sitting on it, and I get paid by the commercial next door. So I can afford to sit on it until I feel confident. I've gone back to 3 people that have given me quotes so far. I said to them, hey, what's this 5% and 0% VAT? And 2 of them have come back and said, oh, it's not something we're aware of. And the other person has said, I'm going to go to my accountant and I'll come back to you. In fact, let me read you his email. So he came back to me after, because I sent him a quick email. I said, hi, blah, blah, blah. Very quick one. Just wanted to confirm if your cost can be 0 rated /5% VAT as per, and I included this article. And he came back and he said, hope you're well. After speaking to my accountants on the VAT, part of the project will come under 5% and some will still be 20%. I will let you know on what sections will be this. How else is the quote otherwise? So this is what I'm saying. If I didn't research this, if I didn't ask questions, then I wouldn't be saving myself a significant chunk. Yes, for the people who are going to say, yes, you can claim it back. Of course you can claim it back. Cool. I still don't want to put £30,000 down to then claim back. So I would rather not pay it if I don't have to pay it. So again, guys, as I said, I wanted to share some of that good news with you guys. And for the people who are eventually going off into development, yes, there's a lot to learn, and hopefully I don't make too many mistakes, but if I do, at least you guys get to learn about it. Catch you soon.